Here's a passage and here's a diagram. Pause this video for 5 seconds and have a good look at both of them. I'll tell you why I have asked you this question in the middle of the video. Hi there, are you a student? If yes, I'm pretty sure that someday or the other you must have wondered, what if I had a magic wand which could make me remember everything that I study? Yeah, right? Well, sorry to disappoint you, I do not have a magic wand. But I have some amazing study hacks for you which are definitely going to help you in your studies. But you will have to promise me something. If you like this video, you'll have to share this video with some of your friends, and you will also have to tell in the comment section which of these hacks do you use and which of these are your favorite that you're going to implement very soon. Now, why do you have to share the video? Because it is going to help you as well as your friends, and number two, I'll be able to reach out to more people with my content and touch their lives in some sort of way. So in case you like me and my content, please do subscribe to my channel. I'm going to keep this video only and only in English so that people who do not understand Hindi can also benefit from this. Now, the first technique that I'm going to talk about is SQ3R technique. SQ3R. S for survey, Q for query, the first R for read, the second one for recite, and the third for review. Now, what does this technique mean? Survey. Choose a topic and study everything around it. Collect all data. Q. Queries. After reading all the data, after reading all the points, what are the questions that are striking your mind? Read. Make use of the internet and of course your books and read about every possible answer to your questions that are striking your mind. Recite. After you finish reading the topic, after you get the answer to your questions, try to frame them in your own way. Try to recite them. Try to make them look a little different from the actual answers. Write those answers in your own way. And the last R is for review. After you're done with all these points, make sure you review your answers. Make sure you read the topic once again and make sure that you do your revision properly. So this was about the SQ3R technique. Now let's move on to the next technique. The next technique is called the Feynman technique. Feynman technique is a 3-step process. What you have to do in this technique is, first, you're going to gather all information and data regarding the chapter or the subject that you're studying, something that is bothering you, something that sounds difficult. Now, after gathering all the information and data, you have to go through them properly and then teach it to somebody. While teaching the other person, you will realize where are the knowledge gaps? Where are those portions where you're not able to understand a few things, where you're not able to memorize and your concepts, your basics aren't clear? And then it's all out in front of you. You can work on those weak areas of yours. Taking breaks is as important as studying to give your mind a break. Okay, too many usage of breaks. Okay, so the best way of taking breaks is using the Pomodoro technique. Do you know what is the Pomodoro technique? If not, no worries, I'll tell you. So basically what you do in Pomodoro technique is you study for a fixed amount of time and you take a small break after that and you repeat this in 4 or 5 slots. For example, let's say you're studying for 30 minutes and then you're taking a break for 5 minutes. 30 minutes of studies, then 5 minutes of break. Then again 30 minutes of studying, then 5 minutes of break without any distractions. Repeat this 4 to 5 times and then you can take a long break of 1 hour or so. I personally use Pomodoro technique while studying and it helps a lot. Now the next idea that I'm going to talk about is using of mnemonics. Do you understand what mnemonics mean? Have you ever read not really read but tried to memorize the entire periodic table? I'm sure your teacher must have taught you some way of remembering the elements, all the rows and columns. Yeah, they must have told you some kind of trick, some kind of word or something or the other to associate your memory with the elements in the periodic table and make you remember them. Now that technique is called mnemonics. The next thing that I'm going to advise you to do is not really a technique, but it's an advice. Always set small targets when you sit for studying. If you think of finishing an entire book in one day, We all know it's never going to happen. Set small targets, they are easier and quicker to achieve. Having to-do lists. Having to-do lists is extremely important and is extremely underrated. If you do not have a plan, if you do not schedule, you are always going to run out of time and you're never going to complete your tasks on time. It is very important that you set some deadlines for yourself and you try really hard to meet them. The next technique that we are going to talk about is eat the frog technique. Who likes eating a frog? Exactly my point. Something that you dislike doing, a subject that disinterests you a lot, you will have to finish it at first hour of the morning. So that it is off your list, it is off your head, you are not going to procrastinate it any further. And then you can go back to subjects that you like studying, and yeah, you can spend your day nicely by having done the thing that you dislike the most. It sounds a little strange, but trust me, it works. Limit your distractions while studying. Now, since everything is shifting online, we spend most of our time studying in either our laptops, iPads, mobile phones, etc. Now, in this scenario, how can you stay away from distractions? How can you not check the message from your friend? Correct. Now, I have a solution for you. Make sure when you sit for studying, you mute all the notifications from every gadget that you use so that they don't pop up in between your study hours. After finishing your study, you can definitely go back and check your Instagram. Now, while studying, if thoughts like how many likes did my Instagram picture get, do I have any more messages in the group, do I have to watch that YouTube channel right now? If questions like these pop up in your mind while studying, make sure you have a blank sheet of paper and you're writing those distractions down. It really helps. After you're done studying, you can read the blank sheet of paper and you can actually see what are the things that are distracting you so that you can work on them in your own sort of way. Give yourself brownie points every time you achieve something. Suppose you complete all the tasks that you had assigned yourself in a day. You might just go and grab a chocolate pudding for yourself. If you scored the highest mark in a test, you can just allow yourself to watch 2 episodes of Friends in that day. Anything that you like doing, anything that makes you happy. Sticking to deadlines and achieving targets are in itself big achievements. And if you're able to do that, you deserve brownie points. So just go and give yourself a treat. Now, the next thing that I'm going to talk about is having a study buddy. You know what a study buddy means? When I was preparing for my competitive exams, I had a very nice friend and every day we used to pick up some topic of current affairs and we used to discuss. If you follow this way while studying, your knowledge really enhances and you get to know where you're lagging behind. It really helps. It helped me a lot and I'm pretty sure it's going to help you as well. Do apply this technique when you're studying. Do you remember at the starting I had asked you a question, I had shown you a passage and a diagram and I had asked you to look at them carefully. Now why did I do that? When you looked at both those pictures, I'm pretty sure you still have a good image of the diagram in your head, but you do not know, you do not remember what was written in the passage. Am I right? Yes, that is my point. Make use of flowcharts and diagrams while you're studying because human brain is designed in such a way that it remembers pictorial forms of image. You're gonna thank me later for this. Lastly, I would just say make good use of highlighters, flashcards and sticky notes to make your studying process interesting and unique so that you have fun also while studying. Now, these were my favorite study hacks. I hope you really learned something from today's video. If you did, like I said, please share this with at least one friend of yours, even that would do, and subscribe to my channel for more such quality content. Thank you. Bye.